Hello, this is Slingshot20 and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. In today's video, I cheated in a car because I'm a loser. No, but seriously, Forza, stop drip feeding cars for fuck's sake. Cause thing is, I'm going on vacation when this video goes up, and I'm not gonna be back until a week. So literally, I'm gonna miss out on this car unless I cheat it in before I leave, so if anyone from Forza sees this, you can suck my ass. How about that? And anyway, right now the car is completely stock. I have played around with it a bit, and I'm gonna be honest, it completely stock drives the best compared to when you mod it. Even though right now it's technically slower than a 1-to-1. Because that's really what I'm comparing it to, because the Jesko, this one, is more or less a Koenigsegg 1-to-1, and the Absolute is more or less an Agera RS. In terms of what they're setting out to do. Like, this is supposed to be the track monster of the Jesko chassis, while the 1-to-1 was the track monster of the Agera chassis. So yeah, when people were cheating this car in like 3 weeks ago, it's like, I wasn't really surprised this didn't beat the 599, because, yeah, it's got a giant boomerang wing on the back. That look, right now, it's pointing itself up. When you slow down, it goes back down. So literally, this thing is specifically to be a track car. Its whole priority is downforce. And anyway, here, I'll show off the interior. Kind of sucks, because, you know, it's Forza, so of course they didn't get the thing to work right, the gauge cluster, because that's supposed to rotate with the wheel, so it's always pointing straight up. But I mean, whatever, it's Forza, we just expect these things at this point. No, but the way it drives stock, I actually really like. It's like the perfect amount of horsepower you need. And it also feels weird too, because like, okay, from first, you know, this thing has a 9-speed, right? And here, I'm just going to back up. By the way, this thing has a super short reverse, so if you ever race this thing, you might want to increase the final drive. Because this is literally as fast as you can back up. But anyway, literally, look. First gear. 40. 55. 70. 90. Like, in 4 gears is what you do in 2 gears in an Agera. So, like, if this thing could actually hook up like it could in real life, this thing would be stupid fast. But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of annoying, because until you get the 5th, it's literally just hit B as fast as you can until you see a 5. But anyway, now we're here. And yes, actually, now that I think about it, I should explain why there's nobody. So, if you sit in your house or garage for like, you know, maybe 10-20 minutes, it basically puts you in a single-player multiplayer. So literally, like, there's no AIs, there's no people, I'm kind of just stuck in my own private lobby, because, like, I'm technically online, even though it says play online. And there's no traffic AI, it's just the, I mean, no drivatars, it's just traffic AI. So that's how I typically do these videos, and that's the only way I drive this car, because I'm not going to get banned by some 12-year-olds, because they're like, he's cheating! Ah! But anyway, customization, you can put bigger turbos on it. Which doesn't make sense, because as the Forza people even said in their own live stream, the 1200 to 1600 horsepower is a difference in fuel, so wouldn't you make that like a fuel thing? You know, like injectors? Or, you know, just flat out have it say, like, 93 to E85? But, I mean, whatever. You know, they say they're car people. And, weight reduction, you get about, actually, almost 300 pounds. That's actually, make it a sub 3,000 pound car. I didn't really look at the specs. Man, this thing's kind of dumb. You don't really need the racing gearbox, because, I mean, this thing already has 9 gears, and I think they're set up pretty good. Anyway, you're already on racing tires, which actually surprised me because if you look at the Agera RS and 1-to-1, they should both have racing tires on them, but they have sport tires on them to keep them under X class, which I thought for sure they were going to do with this. Like, this thing was going to have street tires and 1600 horsepower, but no, they just gave you the lesser tune and the race tires. Because at this point, they should just, go back to Horizon 3 and give us, like, an R3. Because, yeah, the Koenigseggs in the last couple of games have literally been, like, stock top of the class. And anyway, the track width, that's, like, the perfect amount of track width. I'd say the back's pushing it a little bit, but I mean, it's still flush with the body. And rims, I'm actually curious. I didn't buy any rims. Are any of these? No, none of these are lighter. Where are... No, okay, I was gonna say, like, maybe one of these super deep dish wheels would look good, but it's clipping with the front brakes and the rear brakes. Good job, Forza. You've only been doing this for how long? I could make it a top speed looking car. I'm a budget speedtail. Look at me go. Because, yeah, if I was to put rims on it, probably this. Actually, those look pretty freaking good. It just annoys me because I don't want to paint this car, because if I paint the car, that's technically another file save for the car. And if I'm going to get caught, it's going to be because of I paint the car, or I set like a speed trap, or I just get mass reported for it. So, I mean, those rims look so good. I'm just going to keep them on. Just ignore the fact the inner barrel's red for some weird reason. Oh, and you can only increase the front rim size. And it doesn't make the brake bigger, so that looks meh. Anyway, conversions, all you can do is make it all-wheel drive if you're a little bitch boy. And otherwise, that's it. This thing is now a very undrivable but fun car, because that is what all Koenigsegg's are. Oh, and I should actually go back to show off paints. I forgot about that. I'm kind of trying to rush this video because the Destiny reset's literally right now, so I kind of want to play that. Because I'm literally leaving tomorrow, so I want to get as much of that done as possible. Otherwise, stock colors, you have this white with the... Actually, I just noticed that there's 2 silver stripes coming out of that front vent. Huh. And then you have this red with the black stripes. My god, I would paint it, but it's going to save it as a file then. Because technically this is a stock color, so in my paint selection, there's no file for this car. The moment I change it off this white color or at all, it's going to save it as another car. And actually, another thing I found, look, you can change the brakes. So here, I might as well show off all the things. Here, I'll make this bright green. I'll make 2. You really can't see where it's changing colors. I'll change it to this. This is crazy enough. And paint group 3. I can make it... What's another bright, obnoxious color? Okay, well, anyway, you can see what it's changing. Here, I'll just make it yellow. So yeah, look, you have the little bits on the ends of each piece of aero off the back bumper, the side skirt, and the front splitters, and the brakes. So yeah, this thing actually has paintable brakes, so you're not stuck with some, single-colored brakes. You can change them to actually go with the car, or make them, like, just black to blend in better. And I'm actually not gonna lie, this thing in green, or not like this specific green, but a green would actually look pretty nice. I might have to paint this green when I can. But yeah, I'm not going to paint it because literally right here, the moment you change the color, it saves it as a file. And as you can see, there's no Jesko at all. And there's a phone ringing in the background. God forbid I mute that thing and they leave it muted. But yeah, now there's just too much power. Because in third gear it hooked up, and fifth gear it still slides a little bit. But otherwise, this is where it becomes really freaking fast. This thing, the fastest I got it to go was like 280. And now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have hit that as fast as I did. That could have actually probably beaten my personal best, which would have gotten me, that would have gotten me caught instantly. But no, seriously, this thing is so freaking fast. I feel like this video is going to look bad because it's going too quick that the editing, I mean the video software, just won't be able to capture it that well. And the funny part is, you see how fast I'm taking these corners? Right? Like, you know, like, this thing feels a lot like a 1-to-1. Get this. Yeah, sorry, I just really had to clear my throat. Arrow, it's completely down to speed. Like, I can bring this from 300 to 500, and this from 100 to 276. And it doesn't even kill the speed that much. It's now as fast as a 1-to-1. My god, I feel like this thing might actually be competitive for X-Class stuff. And, you know, like, I mean, there's no rival boards for it, but I mean, like, you know, the Goliath World Record. Because I feel like this thing might actually beat the 599. Just to the sheer fact that it accelerates faster. Like, sure, it's not as fast, but it's definitely quicker. Because, before I actually got this car, I drove my 1-to-1 in 599, both of which are rear-wheel drive, and this thing is definitely quicker when it comes to top-end pull. It pulls a lot harder. Oh, are we gonna hit 290? Holy shit, we are. Alright, I'm gonna have to let off. I forget where the speed trap is up here. I just don't want to hit it, because that'll definitely beat my PB. And I'll be banned for life, because Forza can't fix their game. And instead of just accepting there's a bug and an exploit in it, they'd rather ban the only people who play the game anymore. Which, yeah, I think I've already made a video talking about why I think that's just a piss-poor decision, because literally when you play online, I feel like the only people who play are the super dedicated people or the Game Pass people. So once you start banning all of them, like, who else is going to play this game? But my god, I like this car. I don't think it's going to replace the 1-to-1 in my mind, or like just my opinion. Because I definitely like the 1-to-1 a little bit more than this car, but I mean, this will probably grow on me. And who knows, they might make a freaking track version of the Jesko, even though this is already a track version of a car. Which would be weird. Because then what's this, a basic Jesko with a giant wing that's meant to set lap records? And I wish those rims just came black, because I kind of hate the red. And I wish I could paint this car, but, you know, Forza and the Banhammer go like bread and butter. What the... Did this car just try to stall? No, it didn't. This thing is spinning in 6th gear. Sure, it's raining a little, but like... Okay, it didn't spin that time. Hold on, can this thing actually spin in 6th gear? No, I think it might have just been the hill. I'm like, there's no way this thing spins in 6th. Like, that would just be too dumb. Anyway, we just hit 15 minutes on the recording. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.